Who are you and what does your company do?
My name is Brad Nolan, and I'm the owner of a company called Maverick Consulting. In a nutshell, we sell high-speed internet in the residential market, and we use primarily a cold call canvassing technique combined with a quality referral program, and we use some guerrilla-style local marketing along with some local social media. So we bring a candidate in, we teach them how to sell a really popular product, which is fiber optic internet for a leading telephone company. And then we teach them how to build a business so that they're not strictly a cold call sales guy.
Love it. Love it. Thanks for that rundown. What was recruiting like before, working with SRU?
Hades on Earth. Yeah. No, we were pretty good at recruiting. We had
Yeah.
built our team up to about 30 salespeople. So we really knew a
Yeah.
lot about recruiting. We've done really well with it. I recruited a sales organization of up to 50 people while I was in college back in the 1980s. So we
Yeah.
know how to run ads, know how to do interviews. I would say we thought we were really good at it.
Hmm.
Um, and we just got lucky. One of the guys I had befriended in North Carolina was working for you guys. And only because we knew him, we were open minded. Otherwise, we were closed minded. We thought we knew everything.
Yeah.
And we didn't. Obviously, we didn't.
Yeah. Shout out to Spooner.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, as I said to Brandon, you guys have been the biggest surprise in a good way
Yeah.
in our business in 6 years. And we're not
Yeah.
some little company that's got three people. We did
Yeah.
6.3 million last year.
Yeah. You guys got a big team, really experienced leaders. You guys are
Yeah.
making good money, right? You know what's up, right? You're just looking to step up your game.
Right. We needed a partner, is what we needed.
Yeah.
We needed somebody that could take the burden of time off of us.
Hmm.
We were burning up 40 hours a week in recruiting.
Yeah.
I
Nightmare.
mean, staff, I mean, my business partner was overwhelmed to,
Yeah.
to, to the point he was clocking out. I can't do this anymore. I got
Yep.
two kids.
Yep.
Um, and along comes SRU. So,
Love it.
so yeah, you guys, and our, like I told you earlier when we spoke, the money from the headcount we're adding hasn't started rolling in yet, but we're
Yeah.
only in this just over a month.
Yeah.
Uh, and so we can see the army coming.
Yeah.
I We've made 6 hires in the last 72 hours.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Are all those people going to get out in the field and produce a dollar? Probably not. But we know if we hire 6 or 7 a week, we're going to get 2 or 3 producers out of that.
Yep.
We know that. Our
Yep.
goal was 7 to 8 new hires a month for a 3 month period,
Hmm.
and then we want to do an annual contract. We're on track, very much on track.
Yeah. Love it. Was there anything that, what's been maybe like an unexpected benefit of working with SRU?
Teaching me how to get better organized.
Mhm.
I have files and files and thoughts and ideas, and I really thought, wow, we're really organized. We do things in a succinct fashion, and we started. I honestly, and I don't know who's going to listen to this, but I honestly kind of blew off the
Hmm.
2 weekly meetings y'all have where you teach y'all system.
Yeah.
I literally said to my partner, I mean, they're saying they're requiring us to sit in that. I said, Aubrey, do we need that? And he goes, we already know how to do all this. We don't need that. We just need them to do the ad management. All right.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I mean, I signed the agreement saying that I was going to sit in. I don't want to be a liar. So I'm going to go ahead and just sit in.
Yeah.
I literally am texting him and Abby, who's our director of sales operations, during the
Mhm.
meeting, going, this stuff
Mhm.
is awesome. Okay. These
Yeah.
guys are highly organized. We need to start following their system.
Yeah.
We need to do, and I said, we need to do this and this and this differently because it, okay, Abby, you have to start sitting in these. You need to start learning all this. And it was big surprise to
Yeah.
see how you guys operate, just the thoroughness of what you do. What sets Sales Recruiting University apart from every other recruit? We've used 3 other companies. They all failed. We all lost money. Uh,
Mm.
the what sets you guys apart is you bring the candidates in and you reduce our 40-hour work week down to like 10 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting more candidates
Mm-hmm.
in 10 hours than we were getting in 40. I
Yes.
mean, and that's not, I mean, I have the numbers to prove it. We just had our
Yep.
30-day review last week,
Yep.
and we're saying, when your staff is saying, well, on your follow-up one-on-ones, how would you rate yourself? Would you rate yourself 1 being terrible, 10 being perfect? And I'm there going, I thought I was great, right? But I'm giving myself maybe a 5.
Mm. It's
I
good.
said, because I can see if I would implement your sales expectations agreement better, and your
Mhm.
goal setting better,
Yeah.
and your follow up and follow what you guys are doing, we'd be better. And we're a company that has doubled in sales
Yeah.
revenue 5 consecutive years in a row.
Yeah.
And you guys are teaching us. And oh, by the way, I'm old enough to be your father. And so I thought, these young whippersnapper guys, they're not going to teach me anything. I've already been there. I've done that. I'm a dog, man.
Yeah.
And I'm loving the energy on y'all's calls, the attitude,
We're about
the
to go
hey,
to the Bahamas, baby.
yeah, right. So I mean, it's just like, wow, this is awesome, right? This is
Yeah.
what we've been trying to figure out how to do ourselves, and now we have.
Yeah.
The wise man once said, if you want to be great, you need to find people that are better than you are
Hmm.
at certain aspects and bring them in and partner with them. And so, another wise man said, if you want advice, you need to be willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. That's,
so
that our business, we're almost at 50 people. We'll probably be at 75 by the end of next year. I've paid so many outside companies, and our business wouldn't be anything near what it is today if I haven't dropped like serious cash on getting help. So that's such a good point. And you and I technically both have small businesses, but you have accomplished, you know, before working with us, what most small businesses have wanted to do. Like, you've already been there, right? So you're like trying to step up that next level, and you still have humility. You still want to get the help and kind of step up your game and save the time. So I love that. I appreciate that. So you guys are, you onboarded whatever 6 this last week, so that's great. We're going into Q1. It's time to blow it up. Yeah.
we can see, Ryan, that we're in our 6th week, and we're going to take. We had one meeting that technically got blown up, and then we've got the 2 weeks of Christmas. So by the time we get to January, we'll have less than 8 weeks. Okay, and
Yep.
I would be willing to bet my life's earnings on the
Yeah.
fact that by February 15th, we'll have 25 people producing. We
Yeah.
see it's the crescendo's up. We're
Yeah.
we're we're here, and we're starting to see everything's going to drop right in. And
Yeah.
so the volume of the candidates and even the quality from the latest ads, it's just
Yeah.
better,
Yeah. Yeah.
better. So y'all's ads are becoming more effective over time. Something our ads would do just the opposite. Our ads, when we were running them, they become less effective over time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
y'all's model of having a plethora of ads and trial running and tweaking and then figuring it out, y'all are actually getting better at feeding us than you were the first 2 weeks.
Yep. Yep. That's
I mean,
great. What would you say to somebody considering to work with us to build their commission-based sales team?
no hesitation. You need to just jump in. I mean, whoever's watching this testimony doesn't know me. And I don't know you, Ryan. I've talked to you twice prior to today, right?
Hmm.
And Ryan was the guy that kind of got us in because I knew Ryan.
The other Ryan.
But I haven't talked to Ryan since we started, but one time. I only spoke to him once.
Yeah.
So we are brand new with you guys. But I would say, if you've tried a bunch of recruiting methods and a bunch of recruiting companies, then you already know what fails. Why not try what works? Because
Yep.
Sales Recruiting University just works.
You sound like a salesman, baby. I love it.
Just works,
That was a good line right there. I like that. I like that.
Well, Dave Dean said nothing works. If it did, we'd all just sit around and watch it. He said things only work if you work. So what
Yep,
happens is
100%.
you guys have figured out how to cut out all the unnecessaries and focus on the necessaries.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and that's you. I mean, one of the things Johnny Ives, who developed iPhone,
Hmm.
was put in charge of a team by Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs called Johnny Ives the first day they started the project, and he asked him, "How many times have you said no to somebody today?" And Ives was like, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "I want you to say no to everything that doesn't lead you to developing this new revolutionary product
Hmm.
until you're only focusing on what's necessary to achieve the outcome I've given you as your goal."
Hmm.
And Johnny Ive said that Steve Jobs called him every 2 hours and asked him the same question: "How many times have you said no to somebody?"
Mm.
And Ives really started focusing until he only got down to what was necessary to achieve the goal. And now everybody in the world knows what this is.
Yep, yep,
It's an iPhone,
yep,
right? And
yep.
every other company's emulated it. Well, you guys have done that with recruiting. You figured out how to say no to everything and yes to only what makes it work.
Yep, yep,
And you've taken out all of the guesswork. There's
yeah.
no guesswork anymore. And anything I don't know how to do in my recruiting process, from doing the group interview to doing the one-on-one interview to getting the salesperson committed to crafting a compensation plan, an incentive plan, a startup plan, a follow-through plan. You guys have it all. We don't even utilize a lot of things you have because we just haven't gotten to them yet.
Yeah.
But
What's crazy too is in Q1, you may saw the emails. It's gonna be like 2 to 3 times better. It's gonna be so freaking awesome. I'm pumped. I got to
yeah,
get to my our team lunch for the month. But I appreciate you your feedback today and your time.
yeah. All right. Love you, brother.
Love you
Be
too, bro.
good.